thought I'd show you a makeup look that I did using just two products, and making it like a very statement kind of look with the very angular brows and the kind of trad eyeshadow, and with no black. Um, I believe I had started with using this shade, which is a dark purpley shimmery iridescent color. This is really busted up. This is an old Dollarama or buck or two or something like that eyeshadow palette that I got in 2017. Um, and the brush that I used is also the only brush I'm going to be using, and it is very dirty, and it is a double-ended brush. I don't know from where. This double-ended brush, I'm going to be using this kind of shape to do the kind of eyeliner bit. And I'm just like dipping it in this powder. I need a mirror. That would be handy. Yeah, you need a mirror for this. Unless I don't know how you work it out, but yeah, mirror. I didn't put primer on because fuck it. So what you're gonna do is just go around like your eyes and stuff as you would with eyeshadow, eyeliner, sorry, but it's with this shimmery purple. I'm so sorry. Shimmery purple eyeshadow. And what I did is I first did the top eyelid, and then I went underneath. And instead of extending it upwards like this, I just tried to keep it more straight and angular going away from my eye. I'll try and replicate it. Kind of like that. Also, obviously, because it's an iridescent, yeah, like that. Iridescent eyeshadow, it is probably gonna be a little hard to pick up on camera. But it also gives like a slight, subtle look. Um, yeah. And I'm just connecting the top bit with this bit. Alrighty. Then I believe I hadn't gone all the way around my eye. I'm sorry to keep poking at my eye. My eyes are slightly watery at the moment. Also, I'm sorry I'm looking at the screen and not at the camera. I apologize. But I had gone as close to my tear duct all the way around and not going all the way into my tear duct just because it is eyeshadow, and if like I sneeze too hard or I cough too much or I just cry, I'm gonna have purple sheer tears, which I guess would look pretty cool, but that wasn't the vibe I was going for. Anyways, so I'm gonna do the other eye and be right back. Now, I believe for my second trick that I did, I know I said I wasn't gonna do it in the order that I had originally done it, but that's how it's turning out. So for my second trick, I'm just gonna put this over here for a second. Same palette. I genuinely can't remember which shade I used. It was either this darker brownish, grayish, purplish shade. What do you call this? or it was this shade. I genuinely don't remember which one I used. But to give it a bit more like contrast, I'm gonna go with this shade on my eyelid, and just using this, which is just the fluffy end of the brush and very not clean. Um, so if you're not disgusting like me, this may turn out better. I don't know. I'm just dabbing it on. I mean, you can use like any of these shades to do this, honestly. Just like a darker shade for the eyeliner and whatever colored shade you want for your eyelid. Because, 80s makeup and 80s trad goth makeup and like 80s makeup in general, whether it was like regular or trad goth or punk or such, had color in it. So, anyways, I'm just gonna dust that all over my eye. Like that. And just extend it a little. And by a little, apparently, I mean almost all the way into my wing. And I'm messy, so I'm gonna have to touch up the eyeliner. Um, Oops. And just do it as high as you want, to be honest. It's your eyes, it's your eye socket, it's your face. Put as high as low as you want. So taper it down to the lid, which I'm sure it looks absolutely fantastic. Actually, no, that looks really stupid. Do that. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. Fuck it. And I'm gonna do the same on the other eye. Oh yeah, one thing I forgot to mention. I'm doing it not really in a straight line. That kind of line between like my tear duct and like where my eyebrows start, just bringing up like that for a reason that I will show in a second. I'm just patting away a little bit with my finger to make it look not as stupid. This is the problem with doing a makeup look and then thinking, I should do a tutorial about that, because then you forget what the fuck you did. Which is exactly what's going on, because this is not at all how I did it. But close enough. I'm looking at it now, and yeah, I had just done like a sweeping thing, but for some reason, oh my god. Just use your fingers to remove the excess, like a true makeup artist. Next up, I'm gonna do the eyebrows. And I remember this part because I used the same color that I did for this eyeliner to do my eyebrows, and with the opposite end. So going back into that purple and just doing very angular eyebrows. And doing, as you can see, I am sorry about the lighting. As you can see, I'm doing like a line downwards. This is gonna look better in a minute. Trust the process. I'm not trusting it right now, but it'll turn out fine. Maybe. So yeah, just do that. Make them angular. If you have your eyebrows shaved off, this would probably be way easier to do. If you have your full, like, natural eyebrows, I don't know how easy that would be. I shave, not shave, I pluck the whole tail end and a bit further. So I just have like this bit of eyebrow, just because it's easier to do things. And I'm just slowly, can you see anything? Just slowly extending that. As far or as close as you want. All preferences. And once I'm satisfied with the length, then I will just, bring it down, make the arch, the tail. Would this work better with a proper angled brush? Yeah, probably, but I'm not doing that. I only used this brush for the whole thing the first time, and I'm sticking to it because that's how I did it. You can be smarter than me and actually do as I say, not as I do. Alrighty. The problem with this is that you can see like my eyebrow and then where it's clearly not. So it looks patchy. That's what I have to say about that. It looks patchy. That's just how it is. And I'm gonna do the other side. Mm-hmm. This is going higher up than the other one, but I guess eyebrows are cousins or sisters, not twins. I also have a third bad habit. I'm doing my makeup that I don't look at both eyes in the mirror. I just kind of like zone this one out and do this, and then I look back and I'm like, why is it so uneven? That's because you're not looking at the other eye to see where everything is proportionately. Doesn't look that bad. Maybe it does, and I'm just not seeing it. Oh, this reminds me, because I have this palette out, I want to do another kind of trad goth inspired look, but just using this palette and maybe some of this palette, and like not using any black. Um, just using like the pastels and stuff to see if I can do something with it. Because why not? I'm just gonna go over and correct my horrific mistakes. Um, this would work out better probably if you're using matte eyeshadow, but that's not how I did it. So, and my other trick was to go back into that same eyeshadow that I used for the eyebrow and the eyeliner and kind of do a cut crease. I've been recording for 18 and a half minutes. I didn't think this would take this long, but I keep having gaps in my talking. So, yeah. I don't know if I should start with, like, I think. Please, you know, I don't have any other setup for makeup videos, so which I need to sort out because I do want to make makeup videos. I just don't have it set up for it. Wipe your bullshit away like that. And do the same on the other one. Damn. On in the mirror, you can't tell on camera, but in the mirror, but yeah, these two colors. Sorry, these two colors together actually really pretty. This why it's fun to experiment because you'll like fuck up and mix different colors together, and then you know color theory and mixology and all that. You'll be like, oh, that looks nice. One color that I found that I feel like does not suit me at all is green. That's not how I did my. Not see that at all. I'm so sorry. I was just touching up here a tiny bit. But yeah, that concludes the makeup look that I did the other day, and I think it looks cute. Um, so I thought I'd show you. And I'm sorry for how chaotic this recording session has been and how I seem to be. Um, that's just how I am naturally. But I don't have anything else to say. So I hope you enjoy. I think it's cute in person. I don't think it transfers well on camera, but I think it looks cute in person. So have a crack at it or don't. I don't know. Bye.